The game being reviewed today is part of our SharePlay program. Head over to our website for more details to try before you buy.
Hello everybody, welcome back to WWTF Woods Pricing Games on MikeC.
That's very well.
Today we're finally talking about what? Red Dead Redemption 2. Red Dead Redemption 2. It's been 8 years for this jump, Red.
Yep. And now you can catch it on the Xbox One or PlayStation, or you can catch it on Steam. I don't know if it's out already, but
This is supposed to be coming up later.
yeah, but it's coming out on there.
November or something like that.
But before we start talking about it, as always, I'd like to give it a number of facts.
That's right, but Fred Y is going to go first this time, change it up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So Fred, what did you give Red Dead Redemption 2, brother?
I'm going to give it a 5, Mike.
You give it a 5?
I'm going to give it a 5.
Oh boy, I tell you. I'm going to give it a 4, Fred.
Oh.
I'm going to give it a 4.
Send all your hate mail courtesy of MikeC.
4.
Oh man, they already say I don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. They're going to start saying it for me. They're going to start saying it for me.
All right, then you go first. Why do you give it a 4, Mike?
All right. Some of the things. Oh, the game is beautiful. I'm not knocking. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful looking game. It's fun as heck. Control wise, the controls feel a little janky to me.
Uh-huh.
The controls are a little janky. That's the only thing I feel. It doesn't feel real fluid.
Mm-hmm.
Up in the, and a couple times I was shooting guys, trying to get used to controls. Shooting. If they say hello, I start shooting them by accident.
Yeah.
And then run about all the time. So the controller was a little janky.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't notice a couple pop-ups.
Yeah.
Pop-ups, and beforehand, other people reviewing and stuff like that, they said this is the most beautiful game. So it's great, it's beautiful, whatever. I noticed the pop-ups. Mm-hmm. Some people might not notice it, but I noticed that. As far as saying it's a masterpiece, it is a beautiful game. I'm not knocking Red Dead, but a couple things are different as far as between this one and the other one. Sound, beautiful, all that stuff. A couple things are different. Let's say like the dynamite. As far as the dynamite explosives, they dumbed it down a little bit. Mm-hmm. It doesn't feel as powerful and stuff. Certain instances like that.
So no Michael Bay?
No Michael Bay, no.
Oh, okay.
No Michael Bay. Michael Bay is good on some stuff. A dynamite with a boom, and it's like a firecracker.
Yeah, this is one time we could have used them on this game.
Yeah. Just that little bit of stuff, couple of little pop-ups and stuff like that. I didn't notice the game. I'm not taking nothing away from the game. It is an awesome looking game, y'all. Very fun to play. It's a lot of stuff you can do. The map is freaking gigantic. Mm-hmm. You go hunting and stuff like that. I remember in the first Red Dead, did you have an arrow?
Now, honestly, I didn't play the first one.
I don't think you had an arrow in the first Red Dead. I think you was just shooting. So I love how it's different elements, how you can go hunt, the tracking type of system and stuff like that, which is phenomenal. The snow effects, beautiful. I love the opening as it comes in. But I think they could have did more animation with far as the face. The face looked a little rough. Mm-hmm. They could have did more facial animations with that. Clothes and everything was beautiful. They concentrated more on the world.
Right.
And far as the clothes effect, the wind effects, stuff like that, there's certain little things I noticed because I look at stuff like that. As far as saying this game is a masterpiece, I'm expecting across all cylinders and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. As far as it being a masterpiece. What you could do for your horse, shopping, change the horse's mane. I noticed a couple little things as far as like when the horse's tail, how the brush strokes of it, it looked a little funny like it was a little rushed at the end, the fuzz or something like that. It didn't just flow well. But I know this is like little nitpicking stuff like that, but I'm sorry, what I think a masterpiece is supposed to be great all across the board. Great looking game. I do love playing it, but it's just 4 for me, man. It didn't just totally blow my mind. Oh. It was real close. Real close, but not totally blow my mind. Fred, talk to me. Why is this game a masterpiece? Tell me all about it.
Well, it's not without some of the stuff that I don't like. The first thing that I didn't like was when you were supposed to press L1 to point the gun. It never worked until you did that side fire.
Right.
And that's the only way that I could get the gun to aim and everything.
Because I was a little janky.
Yeah, there's a lot of bugs in this game.
Okay.
Right. The best thing about this game, I do appreciate Rockstar for taking this time to bring out this game, and they didn't rush it.
They didn't rush it
because with the little imperfections, the game in the whole is beautiful and great. The one thing I like about the game is the cinematic part, where you can have the little cinematic view.
Yeah.
So
which is cool.
You can make your own little Red Dead clips, and it'll make it actually like you're watching a real Western movie or a real movie.
Yeah. Because
this is, it's supposed to be 60 hours of gameplay, so you can make a 60-hour movie if that's possible.
Right.
I think that the snow effect, I really wasn't too impressed with that. It wasn't like Battlefield or what was that? EA Star Wars. It wasn't.
When you first saw the demo version.
Yeah, the demo version of walking through the snow, not the final product, but it wasn't quite there yet. Now a lot of people are comparing this with Grand Theft Auto because it's made by Rockstar, and it is not the same. It is not the same at all. I don't know how the online is going to be because we haven't experienced that yet because it came out with until November, right? So you don't get the flying cars or the fancy motorcycles and stuff like that. This is back in the day, back in the Western time, you know what I'm saying? So I think it's going to be a complete different beast separated from GTA. So just keep that in mind. And other than that, I really thought that it was a beautiful game. It's slow to start because I guess they're trying to cram the whole beginning, the storyline in the beginning. And for some people, a lot of people probably a little bit impatient with that.
Just want to get right to the action.
Yeah. And that's probably going to turn some people off. But this game was so powerful, man. It had people taking off of work. And a whole lot of stuff, man. And the one shocking thing is when you open up this game, you have 2 discs.
Yes. You were shocked, right?
Yeah, I was surprised.
I downloaded mine. So.
I was surprised how, I'm like, this game is, I don't know how big it is, but the Blu-ray holds 50 gigs of information. A dual layer Blu-ray holds 100 gigs of information. So this game is damn nearly close to 100 gigs.
Yes, 100. As far as to get this game loaded into your system, you need 105 gigabytes of free space.
Wow, that is a lot. That is
that's a lot of stuff.
A whole lot, man. But I think overall the game is good, and I mean everything. Now I didn't get into Red Dead when it came out on the last generation consoles. I really wasn't into it. But this one, since they hyped it up, I think it lived to the hype because they didn't rush this game out like, you know, every other game, Assassin's Creed. You know what I'm saying?
Call of Duty.
But they took their time and they put out this piece. Now, it does have imperfections, but that don't mean that it can't be fixed with patches and updates.
That's true.
So once they get that together, I think it's already a beautiful game, man. A fantastic storyline, 60 hours worth of gameplay that you can do in this thing. That's if you just go through the whole thing, just doing all the missions. If you do the side missions, it's a long
game. You can do a lot of stuff. And I want to give kudos to far as all the voice acting. Voice acting is superb. I tell you, I love all the characters they introduced. It just really seemed like they're really genuine characters as far as with that. So they did a great. They're good at storytelling. Rockstar is like the masters of storytelling. So as far as when it comes to that aspect or whatever, get you really involved with the characters. You're like, man, okay, so let me do this right here and see what's going to happen like that. So yeah, and just so many different ways you can go about stuff. So I love them giving you the freedom of choice to antagonize and stuff like that as well too. Kudos for them for doing that. So yeah, awesome job.
So let's ask the question. If you already have an Xbox, the OG VCR joint, or Xbox S, and you already have PlayStation 4, is this the game that's going to make you get a PlayStation 4 Pro or an Xbox One X?
If I already have one?
If you already have the S or the OG, or you have the regular PlayStation 4.
I would want to see it in all this beautiful. I would get it for this type of game. I would like to see it in 4K. This is a beautiful game that should be able to. It's console getter. I believe so.
Not necessarily PlayStation 4.
Xbox One
But
X.
the Xbox One X. This is the only game, in my opinion, that really shows the power of the Xbox One X. No checkerboarding. This is true 4K, native 4K. And when I say native 4K, this game looks great. It looks better than the PS4 Pro.
Well, I haven't seen it on the Xbox One X version, so
yeah,
but that's coming soon to a console near me.
Yeah. Mark and Quest. Yeah.
All right, let's get this final verdict, Fred.
Final verdict, Mike.
Fred, is this a buy, cash, or rent this thing?
It's definitely a buy, Mike.
Definitely a buy for me too, man. Awesome, beautiful looking game. Fred gave it a 5, I gave it a 4 plus. 4 plus, that's my rating. So, shoot, that's it, man. Red Dead, was it worth the wait?
I think so.
Yeah, I think great games like this, you don't mind waiting for. You do not mind waiting for. And I like how they did it like far as, you knew Red Dead was coming out maybe like 2 years ago when they were in their final phase. So that's how they should do it. As far as when they introduce the game. Don't introduce the game like, yeah, we got this coming out. And then you get some crap. Right?
And some people are pissed because GameStop said if you reserve it here, you get the Warhorse. You get the Warhorse regardless. So
I know pre-orders. Oh man. So like always, you guys can hit us up at thagamersshow@gmail.com. That's the Gamer Show with an A. Don't forget to head on the Facebook page to find lower prices. Don't forget to hit us on vTime. Don't forget to subscribe. Come Gamer Stuff, remember.
And please remember to like, subscribe, and follow all our social media networks. Join our SteamWest community and our website community where you can get some free stuff.
You know it.
And we'll see you next time on WWTF.
We was facts.
The Gamer Show.
See you next time. Keep watching. Play that Red Dead.